afternoon all. Hope you're all keeping well. I've not been on for a while. I've been very busy. Very busy with work. Had a few changes at home. You know, a lot of things going on, so I've not really been on that much. So I've got a bit of a blocked nose as well at the minute if I sound a bit nasally, but I'm good. Hope you're all keeping well. Just thought I'd give you a quick update really. So this past 12 months I've been on the type 2 diabetes remission program. Overall I've lost around about 5 stone in weight. Well, probably if you look at these before and after pictures on here, you can see the difference in what has, you know, what I've achieved. And I've had my results back, my second lot of blood results, and I've got to admit, I got quite emotional when they gave me the second lot of results, as I did when I got my first lot of results when I was during my test, which was back in November. So when I started this program and I was classed as having diabetes, my readings were 58, and in November they dropped to 36, which is totally amazing. And then I've just had my readings back now and they are 39, which means I'm not even pre-diabetic again. My cholesterols are perfect, I've no cholesterol, my blood pressure is absolutely bang on, very good. Overall it's been a massive success. That's the easy part. The hard part is now maintaining the weight and keeping it off, and I've got to admit that when I started this, and I started this for the simple reason, for those of you who have picked up on a lot of my videos that I've done over the years, February last year, 2 weeks before he passed away, my dad said go and get yourself checked out because I wasn't feeling great. I was obviously overweight. My dad had type 1 diabetes, and he'd been through a hell of a lot over the years. You know, he'd lost limbs, he had COPD, he wasn't in a good place, and he was just getting more frailer and worse and worse. And he said, look, promise me you will go and get checked out, and I did. And sadly 2 weeks after he passed away, I was diagnosed with having type 2 diabetes. Now with type 2 diabetes you can reverse it, and it's a lot of it's to do with weight loss and understanding what you're putting in here and getting this to think about it, and that's the hardest part. So I went on the NHS type 2 diabetes remission program, and you know, for those who've been following me know what I've been through, and you know, and there's people that are on it as well, and I know that you've been struggling trying to keep up with it. Excuse me. And my hats are off to you, because it is really difficult. But I'll tell you what they don't tell you, and this is the bit I am going to share with you. Stage 1 is frightening. Phase 1, where you're on 12 weeks, 800 calories, you think, oh shit, how am I going to do that? But you do, you stick at it, and you find it, at first you think, oh yeah, this is really difficult, but your body adjusts to it, and you will get through it. But you've just got to stick at it, you've got to have the willpower. Stage 2, which is after the 12 weeks, where they start reintroducing you back to food and portion control and eating the right types of food. That's even harder than stage 1. Getting your head around all the food and the size, portion sizes and stuff. But what they don't tell you, and you can only do this is where a lot of people fall down. Stage 3, or phase 3, where you're back on 3 meals a day, but keeping portion sizes down. You can have whatever you want, but you've got to be mindful about what it is you're putting in here. And the weight does start to go back on. I mean, to be fair, when I came off phase 2, I'd actually lost 6 stone. I put a stone back on since then, but that's only because I've been having more food, and I've probably not been as active as during the winter months as I am through the summer months. Summer months I've been getting out more, and I'll be doing the same again. I'll be getting out more, and hopefully be sharing some more video with you about how I'm progressing. But I'm not going to do them every week. I'll be doing one every now and again, but it's nice to share with people that experience. But I am coming up to my 12 months now. My doctor is more than happy to sign me as being not diabetic anymore. I have the final call tomorrow with my program people, and hopefully that's my final one. We'll see what they say, but yeah, overall I'm absolutely ecstatic. But if you are on this course, please stick with it. It is difficult, it will test you, it is a bastard at times to keep up with it, and you just think, why do I bother? Why am I starving myself? You're not starving yourself, your body is adjusting, and if you can get through it, honestly, I've got to admit, when they told me literally 25 minutes ago that I was 39 on my scale, I just started to well up, because my dad, who's up there looking down on me, I'm going again here, my dad up there, I rang my mum, and my mum said your dad would be proud of you, and I know he would. I know he'd be proud of me, and I know he's been looking down on me, and you've got to do it for yourself, but you've got to do it for your family. I've seen what somebody that my dad went through hell. He went through hell. He spent more time in hospital than he did at home, and I'm surprised he didn't get a wing named after him, because he was in that hospital more times than he was at home. And the way my mum looked after him, and he just felt like a burden on people, I think, at times. And to see somebody go through that, and I know there's other illnesses out there than diabetes that are a lot more vicious. You've got a lot of cancers that are out there that people suffer with, and it's just having an understanding of what you're doing to your own body, and just think about it. Just stick with the program, learn what you can, do your own research on stuff, but stick with it. That's all I say to you, because honestly, it is worth every second, every effort that you put in. It will pay you back, but the hard work starts now. Now I've got to keep that weight down, and I've got to keep it under control, otherwise the last 12 months have been pointless. So yeah, that's my update. Hope you're all well, and we'll see you soon.